I'm Miss Sarah, and this is Virtual Makerspace. This week, your challenge will be to use the things around your house to create a card. Now, we chose this project because there are lots of reasons why you might want to give someone a card right now. Maybe it's to celebrate an upcoming holiday or a birthday, or maybe you just want to tell someone thank you, or I'm thinking about you. But maybe you can't go out to the store and buy a card right now, and maybe you don't know how to make a card at home. Well, throughout this video, I'm going to be showing you some card making basics and exploring household materials that you can use to make cards at home. First, you'll need a piece of paper folded in half. Many people make cards with a thick paper called cardstock. You can use cardstock if you have it, but if you don't, you can use another paper like construction paper or printer paper. To make a thinner piece of paper thicker, you can always fold it into quarters so it's double layered. Next, you'll need to think about the size of your card. Are you going to be putting your card in an envelope? If so, you'll want to make sure that it's the right size to fit inside your envelope. So for example, my big card is too big to fit in my envelope, but my smaller card will fit right inside. So if you have a pre-made envelope, you'll want to measure it and make sure that your final card is at least 1/4 inch smaller, both side to side and top to bottom. So, what can you do if you don't have a pre-made envelope? Well, you can always fold your own using paper and glue. I'll include a link in the description with instructions on how to fold your own envelope. Many people will use colorful or patterned paper to decorate their cards. If you don't happen to have any of that, you can also use wrapping paper, tissue paper, pages from old magazines or catalogs, or aluminum foil. Have another kind of paper that you think will work? Try it out. So, what can you do with this paper? Well, some people like to make a mat, which is a piece of paper cut slightly smaller than their card, so the edges of the card peek out around the outside like a frame. I made this one by cutting my green paper 1/4 inch smaller than my card, both top to bottom and side to side. Other people like to cut decorative shapes out of paper. One way to do this is with a punch like this. This one is a music note. You can also use a hole punch to make small circles. If you don't have any punches, you can always cut decorative shapes out of paper using scissors. Now, one trick is to use something like cookie cutters to trace your shape onto your paper before you cut it. What else can you find around your house to trace to make decorative shapes? There are lots of other materials you can use to decorate your card. For example, you can draw pictures with crayons or colored pencils or markers. Some people like to use stencils when they draw. If you don't have a stencil, you can get out your cookie cutter once again, or whatever else you found to use to trace shapes. Now, some people like to use paint to decorate their cards. One tool that works well with paint is a stamp. If you don't have stamps at home, you can add some craft foam stickers to a plastic lid. You can use the end of a toilet paper tube, which can be folded into different shapes. Or, my favorite trick, you can use a pencil eraser. For a less messy option, you can decorate with stickers or decorative tape. You can also decorate with objects such as string, ribbon, buttons, or perler beads. Take a look around your house. What other decorative objects can you find? As always, I encourage you to experiment and be creative. If you're looking for some additional card-inspired activities, here are 5 more things that you can try. Number 1, most cards are in a rectangle shape. Can you make a card that's in another shape, like a flower or a heart or something else you love? Number 2, write a short note or poem for the inside of your card. Number 3, read a how-to book about card making or another paper craft. I'll include a link to ebooks that you can borrow from the library through Hoopla. Number 4, use the flower you made in last week's Makerspace as a decoration for your card this week. If you missed that video, you can find it on the library's Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. And number 5, mail your card. Not only is this a good way to practice skills like addressing and stamping an envelope, but it's a really nice way to connect with someone whom you may not have seen for a while. We'd love to see what you've been making, so take a picture of your card and share it with us at the library. You can do this through our Facebook at www.facebook.com/FHCPL or through our Instagram. Our handle is @FHCPL. We're really excited to see all the cards you guys will be making. So have lots of fun working on that project this week, and I will see you again next week. Bye!